Yo, what's up, YouTube? Checking back in with another video for you, man. Hey, check this out, man. For my Atlanta Falcons fans, right now as I record this video, we have a lot of excitement going on in our fan base. Looks like we might land Deshaun Watson in a trade. So Falcons social media has been going crazy about the news that we could trade for Deshaun Watson, right? Yes, super exciting time to be a Falcons fan. The most excitement we've probably seen since like 2016, 2017. But I'll talk if we end up getting Deshaun Watson, which I'm sure I'm like 90% sure we will. I'll talk about that in a later video. But today I want to talk about how this possible trade and what's going on currently is affecting the current quarterback for the Falcons, which is Matt Ryan, and his relationship with the Falcons. Now, let's start off by saying this. As I'm sure anybody watching this, you know, Matt Ryan has been the Falcons quarterback for a very long time. This will be year 15 this coming season. Now, one thing about NFL quarterbacks, they never take kindly to their current team, like drafting their eventual successor or entertaining another quarterback like the Falcons are doing with Deshaun Watson, right? And that's just the nature of the beast with NFL quarterbacks. That's just how they're built. You know, regardless of the quarterback, whether that be Tom Brady, who had issues with the Patriots drafting Jimmy Garoppolo, Aaron Rodgers, who had issues with the Packers drafting Jordan Love, Brett Favre, who had issues with the Packers drafting Aaron Rodgers. That's just how NFL quarterbacks are built. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, hey, this is my position. Don't draft nobody while I'm here that could possibly come in and take my job. Don't trade for nobody like that. You know, that's the easiest way to upset your franchise quarterback. To draft a high draft pick who could come in and take that job or get them some real competition, or to trade for somebody that could give them some competition. I say that to say this, right? I say that to say this. There was a report that came out today from and let me look at it on my laptop. It came from Adam Schefter. He tweeted, and I'm going to read his tweet. This is from Adam Schefter. It says, as Mort reported, the Falcons informed quarterback Matt Ryan last weekend that they were pursuing Deshaun Watson. The lines of communication have been kept open between Ryan and the Falcons. Now, right under this tweet, Matt Ryan's sister-in-law responded to Schefter. She said, then he reported wrong. Basically saying that that's a lie. The Falcons have not had an open line of communication with Ryan, and Matt Ryan had no idea the Falcons were looking to trade for Deshaun Watson. So she just pretty much came out and said that's just a lie. That's not true. Also, a local Falcons media publication, they tweeted something similar. They said, and this is from their tweet, a new report indicates the Falcons knew they were pursuing Deshaun Watson last weekend and have kept Matt Ryan posted as they pursued the soon-to-be ex-Texas quarterback. She replied under their tweet, nope. And that's all she replied. So she's right now being the mouthpiece for Matt Ryan in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously she is speaking for Matt on some, wait a minute. This caught me totally off guard. I had no idea the Falcons were pursuing Deshaun Watson. And I'm here as the quarterback with 2 years left on my contract. This hit me out the blue. This was something in the dark. I wasn't aware of this. So she's talking for Matt Ryan, obviously, because they're a very close family. And see, anybody who don't know the dynamic of the relationship between Matt and the sister-in-law, Matt Ryan and his brother married a set of sisters. Let me say that again. Matt Ryan has a brother. His wife, Matt Ryan's wife, has a sister. So Matt and his brother married Sarah Ryan, which is Matt Ryan's wife, and Sarah Ryan's sisters. So 2 brothers married 2 sisters in short. So they're very close-knit. They are a very, very close-knit family. Now, another component in this situation. Is news broke maybe about a week and a half ago that the Falcons restructured Matt Ryan's contract, which would essentially lock him in for at least 1 more year as the Falcons started with a restructured contract. Meaning he'd have a very larger cap hit, which made it virtually impossible to trade him this year. That news hit the sports wire about a week and a half ago. It's just been found out during this Deshaun Watson thing with the Falcons. The Falcons never turned in the paperwork to the NFL. So it's not even official. Matt Ryan's restructure as of right now is not even official. So with all that, with Matt Ryan having 2 years left on his contract, him probably assuming his contract is restructured and his place with the Falcons is secure for at least 1 more year, for all this to come out now, him finding out about the contract, him finding out about Deshaun Watson. Listen, Matt Ryan's a pretty mellow personality type guy, but I'm sure he's probably fire hot behind closed doors. I'm sure he's probably pissed at the Atlanta Falcons. And for his sister-in-law to tweet the kind of stuff she's tweeting, I know he's upset. He's an NFL quarterback. And, in the Falcons fan base, some of us may say, well, Matt Ryan's a company man. But even a company man wants to be respected. Even a company man has pride. Matt Ryan probably feels like he's being disrespected publicly by the Falcons. Just imagine you being with a team 14 years. You're one of their top 3 greatest players in history. And just out the blue, they're whining and dining this young quarterback to come in and take your job. So he feels some kind of way. So with that being said, Matt Ryan almost has to get traded now. Even if the Falcons don't get Deshaun Watson, you almost got to trade Matt Ryan now, because that relationship between Matt Ryan and the Falcons will never be the same. So if something happens, the Falcons don't get Deshaun Watson in the trade, I'm almost certain Matt Ryan is now going to demand a trade out of Atlanta ASAP. The relationship is not going to be the same. You can't go pursue another franchise quarterback when you got Matt Ryan here, who's been here for 14 years, and he's thinking he's going to be the starter. But just like that, Deshaun Watson is cleared of any criminal wrongdoing in those allegations, and now the Falcons are interested in him, and the Falcons are whining and dining this guy. They had a 3-hour elaborate meeting. They pulled out all the stops. So I'm sure Matt Ryan was sitting there looking like, dang, what is this? So, guys, I'm sure that no matter if Deshaun Watson comes to the Falcons or not, the Falcons got to trade Matt Ryan. The relationship is I don't want to say the relationship is done, but it's different now. Different in a very bad way. There's not going to be any coming back from this. And I'm going to assume that the Falcons had a plan B in place. Plan A is, of course, to trade for Watson and then trade Ryan to another team. I'm going to assume they had a plan B. If they don't, the trade for Deshaun Watson doesn't go through, they still have a plan B to still trade for Matt Ryan and draft another quarterback in this year's draft. But guys, I don't see no way in the world that you could turn around and come back to Matt. I just don't see a way with, let's say Deshaun Watson chooses another team, then the Falcons can come back. Hey, well, Matt Ryan, you ready to go to training camp? You are a starter now. No, it's not going to happen like that. You know, you stepped on his pride. You crushed his ego. This is the guy that's been here 14 years, and he got drafted by Atlanta. So based on what his sister-in-law is saying, this is blindsided him. And based on what she's saying, I can tell he's obviously upset about it. So the dynamic of the relationship is different. So I don't see in my mind, I don't see no way in the world Matt Ryan is our quarterback for the Falcons next year. I just don't see it. I can't see no way possible. I don't see no way possible, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this video short. You know, I just don't see no way at this point, whether we get Deshaun Watson or not in Atlanta, that Matt Ryan will be back with the Falcons. It looks like the Matt Ryan era is finally, officially over in Atlanta, whether the Falcons trade for Deshaun Watson or not. This story has took a turn that I did not expect. I didn't even expect this to be in the Deshaun Watson sweepstakes. But man, I'm going to stay tuned, see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we will officially be trading for Deshaun Watson. And I'm sure if the Falcons do trade for Deshaun Watson, they'll probably simultaneously trade Matt Ryan to a different team. Probably the Colts. But we'll wait and see. Thank you for checking out the video. Hey man, do me a favor. I'm gonna start trying to post videos more frequently. I'm trying to get this channel to grow, So do your boy a favor. Hit the like button for me. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, because based on the YouTube algorithm, they want the videos to get liked. They want my subscriber count to grow, and that way they put me in recommendations, and it helps me and it helps this channel. Hey, appreciate your time. I'm out of here. Peace.